I've always wondered about that, but apparently these guys don't care if their grandmothers are irradiated. They just couldn't, as far as I could tell, first of all, they could care less. The second is that most of these guys are off somewhere. The guy at Tokyo, the chairman of Tokyo Electric, he ain't in that plant. He's got 50 guys who are basically held hostage and irradiated. They're not going to have full lives. They're not going to have normal children. They basically, that was a kamikaze mission. It's frightening and it's terrible. Then they're coming to... like in Texas, I can tell you, I know that they're lying already because I've already caught them. I don't know about the safety issues, but they said that the plants at South Texas would cost $5 billion. The Japanese have in their pocket, when they told the U.S. government $5 billion, that it was going to be $12 billion. That's a heck of a difference.
Well, let me go back here. They're going to put a headline on screen. The Fukushima 50 are saying, quote, they're not afraid to die. How about the CEOs and people have to get a shovel in there and go scoop up fuel rods that are all over the ground? How about all these guys that love nuclear power? How about they go in there and show us how great nuclear power is instead of sending in? They're now ordering police, and the police are following orders. The police are going in. So they're sending the police in to do this.
Well, what's very sad is that I can tell you that when I did the studies of evacuation in America, if the U.S. government ever said those within 10 miles should leave, which is our official evacuation zone, which has nothing to do with wind, which doesn't know about a 10-mile border, that most people within 30 miles will leave. The Japanese, if they're told 10 miles, 20 miles, that's it. They don't move. And by the way, that is a very frightening thing in terms of their building a plant. I was talking to a fire suppression engineer who works on fire suppression at many, many nuclear plants in the U.S. He says it's really frightening to have the Japanese come in and build, because they have no culture of whistleblowing. If one of the bosses said, well, don't worry about that crankshaft, don't worry about that pump isn't good enough in case of an accident, they will just say yes. They're salarymen. No one ever says anything.
Yeah, they're perfect. They're perfect for corruption because they're subservient on average. Greg Palast, gregpalast.com. We'll talk to you again very soon. Thank you for popping in with us with your expert analysis. Please just stand by in the next few days as your reports and investigations continue.
Thanks, Alex. Bye.
We'll be right back with more of your calls. The Health Ranger in studio, all the latest developments, prisonplanet.tv. Stay with us. Visit Infowars.com and prisonplanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.